Ngicabanga.
Cabanga ngathi sobabili angithi.
Ngicabanga ukuthi sengikulungele ukushada.
Ngempela sithando sami.
Hello everyone, welcome back to ASR, Africa's Stories Realized. This is our weekly review of Outlaws Season 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Episode 7 picks up where last week left off, with our two lovebirds, Leruo and Sihle, stealing a moment together in the woods, where Leruo only now learns Sihle's name. The two get closer, with Leruo taking her number, but as the episode goes on, she pulls away from him as the guilt of her impending marriage to Gwanele begins to eat away at her. Sihle ultimately comes to a decision to follow through with the wedding, something she seemingly regrets when the Biela family officially receives a letter of intent from Gwanele's family. Bandile reveals to his wife that the other Zulu farmers requested his help catching the raiders, but he declined. Meanwhile, Leruo's mother has noticed a recent change in her son and realizes that it has something to do with a woman. Little does she know it's a Zulu woman. Moretlo informs Leruo that the top four are not happy with the murders of Sefofane and his family and advises him to lay low. Leruo and Tlali then get into an argument over Tlali's pay. Leruo shuts him down, but Tlali isn't satisfied. The episode ends with Tlali starting a mutiny amongst Leruo's men, planning an ill-advised raid without the top four's permission. Episode 8 picks up with the Biela family preparing to welcome Gwanele's family for Sihle's lobola negotiations. Sihle, suspecting her uncle will be difficult and drive a hard bargain, begs Bandile to assist with the negotiations, to which he reluctantly agrees. Gwanele's family, the Dlaminis, arrive for the negotiations, with Sihle growing increasingly anxious about her decision. The negotiations get off on a bad foot, with Sihle's uncle hilariously rejecting the Dlamini's opening offer of 20 cows. The two families ultimately come to an agreement, with the Dlaminis immediately paying in cash. Sihle, however, appears to regret her decision after her aunt informs her of what's expected from a Zulu wife. Meanwhile, Moretlo consoles her son after Sihle pushes him away. Leruo's girlfriend suspects that he is seeing someone else and eventually confronts him and seemingly breaks up with him. This doesn't deter Leruo, as he makes his way to the hospital where Sihle works, but to his dismay, it's revealed to him that Sihle is engaged to be married, and her lobola negotiations are currently underway. Leruo later receives an intimate call from Sihle, in which he serenaded her with poetry before she hung up on him. Little does he know that Tlali is preparing to lead a raid despite his father warning him of going on a heist without doing recon and surveillance first. Tlali and his men embark on their raid, but the episode ends when they arrive at the farm and a shootout ensues, with the bloodthirsty Tlali killing everyone in sight and rounding up the cattle. I think this was my favorite pair of episodes since the first week. I love the lighter, funnier tone that Bandile and Sihle's uncle brought to today's episodes. Leruo and Sihle's affair is doomed either way, because I don't think she'll want anything to do with him after she finds out the part he played in her parents' murders. And in his defense, he doesn't know either. I think that is genius writing. It's like star-crossed lovers mixed with Romeo and Juliet. Tlali is now enjoying murdering Zulu people and turning into a serial killer. I think it'll be interesting to see how this massacre goes down with the Zulus and the top four. I suspect Moretlo and Leruo will be blamed for this senseless act, and Bandile will once again pick up arms to help hunt down these barbarians. He might even come to the realization that he killed the wrong guy. There's still a lot of reveals that I can't wait to see. I'll be back next week with another review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is ASR, for the love of African filmmaking and storytelling.